Welcome to the video, Water Well Flooding. What do you do? From the National Groundwater Association. What do you do if your well floods? First, arrange for an alternative source of water, such as bottled water. Note, boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes can kill bacteria, but may not be effective against other types of contamination, such as chemical contamination. Second, call a water well system professional for an assessment. Note, this could take some time if many wells have been flooded in an area, but, as the next slide indicates, recovery from well flooding may require this. Third, do not attempt to service your own well due to safety risks, including electrocution, and the potential to create more damage. Note, think twice about drinking water from a flooded well until the well has been cleaned, serviced, disinfected, and tested safe. Well disinfection and well cleaning after flooding. Even under normal circumstances, proper disinfection of a water well can be difficult for the untrained. The proper type and amount of disinfectant, its distribution through the system, contact time with the water and well components, and the well's cleanliness can impact the effectiveness of well disinfection. When a well is flooded, disinfection can become even more problematic. Flooding often introduces organic matter into wells, which can react with disinfectants to create disinfection byproducts that are considered a health risk. Debris sometimes enters a well when inundated with floodwater. This can require a thorough cleaning of the well to remove any debris that could be hazardous or create an environment that harbors bacteria. Floodwaters can pick up substances that have spilled, such as chemicals from storage bins or tanks. Extensive pumping of the well and aquifer may be required to eliminate contamination. Question. Before drinking water from a flooded well, you should A. Shock chlorinate the well. B. Boil the water until the well is cleaned, serviced, disinfected, and tested safe. C. Drink bottled water only until the well is cleaned, serviced, disinfected, and tested safe. Or D. Boil water or use bottled water depending on the type of contamination in the water. The answer is D. Boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes will kill bacteria, but it may not be effective against other types of contamination, such as chemical contamination. Question. The way to know that the effects of well flooding have been eliminated is when pumped water is clear and the well system has been chlorinated. True or false? The answer is false. When pumping the well until the water is clear and chlorinating the well can be good steps, they may not eliminate all the effects of flooding. Floodwaters also can penetrate the aquifer, thus requiring sufficient pumping to remove this contaminated water from the aquifer. Also, a disinfectant such as chlorine can be effective against bacteria, but not effective against certain other pollutants, such as chemical contamination. Water testing is needed to determine what contaminants are in the water so proper steps can be taken to make the water safe for drinking. Well disinfection and well cleaning after flooding. Flooded wells should be tested periodically after the well has been restored. Follow-up testing can detect the reappearance of any residual contamination that was not completely removed. Conclusion. It is recommended that after your well has been flooded, have a qualified water well system professional inspect, service, clean, and disinfect your well system. What can I do to protect my well from flooding? The first step is to assess the vulnerability of your well system. Depending on the area or even the specific spot where your well is located, flooding could threaten the quality of your water supply or the condition of your well system. Three considerations in assessing the vulnerability of a well system to flooding are: 1. Where the wellhead is located, 2. How the well is constructed, and 3. The condition of the wellhead. If the wellhead is located up and away from the water flow rather than in a low-lying area, the chances of surface water pooling around the wellhead or topping the well cap are lessened. A well is less vulnerable to flooding if the top of the well casing is finished above the high water level. This minimizes the chances of floodwaters topping the well casing and entering the well through the vent in the well cap. Special grout, when properly installed in the space between the outside of the well casing and the inside of the drilled hole, can prevent surface water from infiltrating the well. Condition of the well. Deterioration of the well casing, grout, or surface seals could provide an entry point for floodwater into a well. A well that is properly maintained can minimize or eliminate the well's vulnerability to flooding. Question: whether your well is located on high ground or low ground determines how vulnerable your well is to flooding. True or false? The answer is false. A well can be located on high ground on a piece of property, but if the well casing is below the high water mark, or if there are deficient surface seals in the wellhead, the well still could be vulnerable to flooding. Question: common points of entry for floodwater into a poorly maintained well include a deficient A. grout seal, B. well cap, C. well casing, D. none of the above, E. all of the above, and F. A and B only. The answer is all of the above: the grout seal, the well cap, and the well casing. All sanitary seals are intended to keep contaminants out of the well and the well water. For more information about water wells and water quality, visit www.wellowner.org.